Baruch Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kishanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu, v'adlik ner shel Shabbat.
My name is Emma Mair. I use she, her pronouns, and I am a senior at Mount Holyoke College. I am also co-chair of the Jewish Student Union at Mount Holyoke. Being co-chair and prayer leader for the Jewish Student Union has really helped me visualize what I want for my future. And I love being a leader in Jewish communities and having the opportunity to facilitate people's Jewish experience at Mount Holyoke. 110 Yadid Nefesh song about a beloved soul and what it means to be vulnerable in a prayer space. I think I say this like every week, but showing up is brave, trying to sing along is brave, connecting with the prayers in whatever way is meaningful to you is brave, and it's a really hard thing to do, especially when you're on a new college campus and you might not know the people around you as well as you want to yet. So, take a leap, not a leaf, into the unknown. Edit that out, Maya. And recently we celebrated the holiday Sukkot, which is a festival holiday that lasts for 7 days. It celebrates the nomadic nature of the ancient Jewish people. We celebrated outside with a lovely Shabbat service with lots of singing and instruments, and we shook the lulav and the etrog, which some people say look like a giant lemon and a massive asparagus, but it's not. There's some symbolism, but we shook the lulav and the etrog before the sun went down, before we lit the Shabbat candles, and that I think has to be one of my favorite Jewish traditions because it represents that you're surrounded by God.
Shalom Aleinu v'Yakol Yisrael, Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu v'Yakol Yisrael.
I've known since I was 12 years old that I wanted to be a rabbi, which came as quite the shock to all of my family members because no one in my family is particularly religious. And when I was 12 years old, I had my bat mitzvah many months before my birthday, but I loved my bat mitzvah lessons. Like, it was my favorite part of the week to go to the synagogue and meet with the rabbi and meet with the cantor and learn all of the prayers and how to chant my Torah portion and learn what my Torah portion meant, which I now have a part of it tattooed on my arm. I think that my bat mitzvah training was the formative Jewish experience that informed my wanting to be a rabbi. It was just so exciting to me. And then on the day of my bat mitzvah, I stood up on the bima, which is like the stage that you stand on, and I was so comfortable. I just felt so safe there, and like that was home with we had these beautiful stained glass windows and the light was coming in. It was the afternoon in August, and I felt God's presence. I didn't know what that meant. I didn't know what God was, what God meant to me. And I just felt like completely surrounded and held by the universe. And I knew that that was what I wanted to do. So I then continued with my Jewish education after my bat mitzvah. I worked in the religious school at my synagogue as an assistant teacher. And I remember one time that I was staying after religious school. And I had to wait in the synagogue for a couple of hours because I was going to go to this adult education program. And I didn't know that everyone else in the synagogue left, like locked the doors and left. There was not anyone in the synagogue, and I was like in the kitchen eating a bagel. And I came out of the kitchen and there was no one there, and I had so much fun. That was like the best day of my life, maybe even better than my bat mitzvah, because I took my shoes off and I went up on the bima which I don't know if that's allowed at all. But I went up on the bima and I pretended that I was a rabbi, and I led a nice service for an audience of empty chairs when I was maybe 14, 15 years old, when no one was at the synagogue, and that was fun. You know, some kids play school when they're growing up. I played rabbi.